EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Now Goff on first down. His first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Matt Breida, 34 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he stopped immediately there. Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Wentz. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Breida, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
By number 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Goff. Fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'd be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And this is caught at the end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Rams 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10, Goff. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Goff now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
A potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
after the INT. Here's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pass intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for goal. Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
At the 29-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager, 60 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They are going for it. Goff. It'll buy some time running. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Eagle first down.
Here's Wentz to throw. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 8-yard line.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. After the run, Goff going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's gone. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Goff throwing again. And for the 3rd time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox, and they'll set up shop in. Territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
35.
Back now here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
On play action, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
23 yards the pickup there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 17.
From the red zone now, Goff rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Goal.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Rams 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. with his third touchdown of the game. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Eagles 35, Rams 28.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
It's 2nd and 8.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up at the 39, and this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by John Johnson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2 score. Game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They fire it deep for Rager.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
A loss of 5 yards.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.